Good afternoon, loyal followers and fellow punters. Mickey D with you here on Thursday afternoon, about 12:45 with Friday's selections at Punchestown, which will be day 4. An okay day yesterday. When you don't lose money at Punchestown, you're not doing too bad. We had the two horses placed in the first race, Gurry and Thanks for the Help. Thanks for the Help actually traded 1 to 2 and running coming to the last. Showed his inexperience in a big field, made a howler of a mistake 4 out, which nearly doomed him. And then he made a mistake at the last as well. He's only a 5-year-old, so we'll keep with him. He may put him away for the summer now, David Pipe, but I think that horse will be back at Punchestown again, if not over hurls, over fences. Gurry ran an okay race as well. Redemption Day as well was second. We advised that at 4 to 1 without the favourite. I knew that he didn't give us through running with the heavy ground in Cheltenham. And we had Go Bears Go as well, 2 points of 6 to 4 in England. But weren't we a bit unlucky with Elimay? Mr. Buick, I think he left it after him. I didn't see the head on. I don't know, did the gap close completely up by the rail, but I thought he should have brought him wide. Bided his time. He had the toe to win it. It's a horse that proved yesterday that he belongs in group races, so we'll keep an eye on him. Adagio was brilliant. It's the first time I didn't back it in 3 years. I put too much thought into the race, thinking it to be a fast run pace with Clandazobo and Adagio, and that they might get tired and at the end they might pick up the pieces. But I was expecting it to come in with 3 legs into the parade ring because it drifted out to 12 and 14 to 1 on the exchanges. So clearly the going or something was amiss for it yesterday. But anyway, on to those great. For my chef position, there was a few interested in. All right, Rob the Old Mongoose has got the job with Craig. Craig is the fella that he's going to buy a bit ink. He's going to buy a bit ink soon and tell us his surname or where he's from or something about him. But he's doing up the menu, he said as well. So maybe a week on, week off, because it'll be a full-time job. Andy, AMC8, AMAC8. He mentioned the word microwave when putting his wife's name forward, but there'll be no microwave on the bus. All freshly cooked meals, deserving of all the punters after a hard day slogging at the races. There'll be no junk food coming out of the frozen boxes, I'll tell you. Anyway, who was in line this morning? Corker I. Don't know where Corker is. I know there's a Corker near Gort, County Galway. I don't know if you're there or not. Daniel Greaves bought a first-time ticket. He backed Fearless Bay at 16 to 5 yesterday and Land of Summer at 12 to 1. He was all smiles. He was buying the drinks at the bar at the back of the bus. John Dillon made his first appearance as well, and he was all smiles. JS, that's all he'd tell us. He says, that's all you need to know. He says, I'm JS. So we didn't interrogate him. And MP was similar. He was all smiles as well, and he was laughing when he came on. He says, you're a great crack. So off to the races we went. The first race tomorrow is the Bishop's Court Cup. It's a Hunter Chase. Now, Shinavee won this as a 6-year-old in 2009, as a 12-year-old in 2015, and as a 13-year-old in 2016. And the reason for saying that is course experience, even as you get older, is very valuable. Alpha Male won this in 2018 as a 7-year-old. He was second in 2019 and second in 2021. And he had a spin recently in Downroyal on St. Patrick's Day to sharpen him up for this. He's an 11-year-old. Experience counts. He's my selection in the race. I've no betting on it. I'll put up the betting. I'm doing this now at 1:45, so I'm not putting anything in the description until I come back this evening, and I'll put up the prices then afterwards. So Tom Mitchell, hang tough. If you see no nothing in the description, and then if you see the price changes, don't blame me. The second race is the 4:15 a novice handicap chase, 2 miles 5, 15 declarations. Willie Mullins has won 5 of the last 6 runnings, and he saddles 5 in this. Right place, right time. So lucky for us, the last time he's taken his chance in this race. He's rated 127. He's rated 10 stone 3. Can't have him going right-handed after he jumping so violently left the last time in Fairy House. Asterion Forlange won this last year as a 7-year-old, and 4 of the last 6 winners of this were 6-year-olds. Blue Sari is top rated. It's a classy sort. I think 3 of the last top weights won this race, carrying 11 stone 10. 11 stone 12 is this year. But French Dynamite is 2 for 4 over fences. It was raised 150 over hurls. It was 4th actually in the Stairs Hurl to Classical Dream last year. It likes good ground, spring ground. It beat Seal Jane Age in a novice chase the last time. Mouse Morris trains it. This one is a half-brother to Mighty Potter. So there'll be some chatting in the family stable if them two could win this week. But it's rated 144. So, it's £6 lower than over hurls. So a pint each way on that, it's a 6-to-1 shot. I'm going against Willie's 5. You can't be tipping Willie up in every race, and you have to look through it, and that's the one I come up with. The 340 is a 2 miles handicap hurl, 28 declarations. 7 runnings of this, 2 favourites. No, that's the wrong paper, isn't it? It is. Hold on a second. Day 4. 450 is a grade 2 chase. 2 miles. 6 declared. Elimay assumed the mantle of Queen of My Stable after that memorable victory in Cheltenham on the Friday, rallying up the hill to get up in the last 50 yards. The grey mare is rated 152. Next in line is 147. She's 5 for 7 over fences, and with a clear round of jumping, she should win. She's odds on, I presume. She'll be a 4 to 6 shot, I'd say, but she should win that race. I like that mare a lot. The 525 is a champion hurl, 2 miles, 6 declarations. It used to be a benefit race for Willie Mullins years ago. He won 7 of 8 from 2010 to 2017, and 3 different trainers has won since. There was no race in 2020. Honeysuckle won last year at 4 to 7. It's rated 165. It has pounds and pounds and pounds in hand, so it should win. I mean, she's getting £7 as well from the boys. Then we'll have to look at who might finish second. And I thought maybe without the favourite that Adagio, it's likely raced this winter since a very good second in the Greatwood last November. I think it runs better on good ground. It's a 16-to-1 shot or 20-to-1 shot in the win betting. But we'll see what the price is without the favourite. David Pipe bringing it over. He brought that over yesterday and finished 3rd. He's not bringing it over for the fresh air around Naas. So I thought that might maybe finish. Durasso is in it, and Grand Roy and a few of them. So it's a likely raced horse. So it might be all right. Safe enough bet. At a pint without the favourite. The 6 o'clock is a novice hurl, grade 1, 2 miles 3, 6 declarations. Another familiar theme in this is Willie won 5 out of the last 8, and 5 favourites won in the last 8, and 6 of the last 8 winners this was 5-year-olds. Put them 3 together, and you've only one 5-year-old in the race this year. That's Stateman, winner of the county hurl of 141. Now it's raised at 151. It's a big jump up from handicap, but Gallopin de Champs won this race, I think, last year, if I remember, and he had won the Martin Pipe, in Cheltenham, a handicap as well. So it's good, it can be done with Willie. Three Stripe Life won a Grade 1 in Aintree over 2 miles 4, so it stays well. It was second to Sir Gerhard in its previous 2 runs. Kilcrush is stepping up in trip after being third in the Supreme. But Stateman ticking all the boxes. The trip is a doubt when it's first time at it. And there isn't many relations that I could find. Statuaire is the only one, I think, that I could find a half-brother. And that didn't win at the distance either. So it's a 6-4 favourite. So it's the most likely winner. But it won't be simple. The 6:35 Hunter's Chase, 3 miles, 6 declared. Billaway won for us in the Cheltenham. Another memorable finish that day on the Friday. It was brilliant. Looked to be defeated and beaten after the last, but rose a mighty gallop up to the line. And it was beaten a short head in this last year by Bob and Co. And, there's one danger, that Voslet is a 7 or 8-year-old trained by David Christie. And its only defeat was on soft ground in Down Royal. It won 5 of his last 6. But Billaway, he's an iffy old jumper, and the other one isn't. The other one is a good jumper. But you'd imagine the experience of being second last year and going around the track, that should be good enough to win it. It's another odd shot, I would say. Check out to see what price is that Voslet without the favourite as well, because that should be, it's between the two of them. The 7:10 is a novice hurl, 2 miles, 9 declarations. Another familiar theme. Willie won 6 of the last 8. Albarra won it last year, but there was only 2 favourites in the last 8. El Fabiolo has the best form by far on offer, a next second to John Bon. Only in its second lifetime start. It's rated 150. I mean, this should be winning. It's another odds-on shot. The 7:45, a bumper, 2 miles, 27 declared. Won last year by my mate Mozzie, 94 favourite. Willie and Patrick are on Don Chalant. 2 seconds to its name. The last time was in Navan. Golden Wonders is an interesting one for Martin Brazel and Sean Mulrine. They were successful with Longhouse Poet in 2019. That was third in Leopardstown in early March. But I came down on Cool Survivor for Gordon Elliott and Gigginstown. It won a pint in Cork last April for Cormac Doyle. It was bought for 175,000. It was second here in November before being thrown in at the deep end against Facile Vega at Christmas. It was 6th, but it was beaten 30 lengths. But you ease off when you're beaten. But the horse that was 7th, Tinzig, won a maiden hurl since. So it gives a bit of substance to the form, even though it was 6th. And he's out of Westerner, and they like good ground. Pint each way on that. The 4 odds-on shots, or there could be 5 when the betting starts up. You could put them in cross trebles or do an accumulator with them, and, for fear they want to let you down. It's not a great card for punching purposes tomorrow, but there should be a few winners there. Lump a few of them together and see how we get on. Anyway, I'll rattle on. Mickey D for subscribe to the channel if you're new, and thanks very much for the comments input by everybody. It's great, and I'll answer back everyone. And oh yeah, what do you call her, has gone on holidays, Sorka DeFacha. And she assured me that there'll be no tan lines when she comes back. So there's a few boys drooling below at the bar already when they heard that. Mickey D for Mickey D's Racing Tips. Over and out. Bash the bookies. See you tomorrow. Best of luck today and tomorrow.